Hello my friends, Jacob is here once again. Thanks for pressing play, for spending some time with me. Oh yes, the UFOs or whatever they call them. I guess they have a new name for them. Yeah, I guess now that's, it's a real thing. The Pentagon released it, so it's really real now, okay? They've been steadily dripping the information for how long, right? So that we'd be ready. And we're so ready that, like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's like all over Twitter, they're talking about UFOs being declassified, and nobody cares. Because everybody's in their house. They're dealing with, they're dealing with the same thing you and I are dealing with. Oh my goodness gracious. We knew that this stuff was coming, right? I did a show like 2 weeks ago. I said it wouldn't be long. I did a show at the beginning of the year. I said 2020. I titled it 2020, the finale begins. About how that this was it. This was the year we've been waiting for. Oh, and what a year it's been. So they came out with all this footage. A lot of you, if you're new to the channel, maybe you haven't seen the footage, but pretty much all of you right now, I'm sure you've already seen it. We talked about Tom DeLonge and his little, his group, with the CIA and the this and the that, and he's got his little group. Billboard magazine just did an article on DeLonge because, of course, the UFO news is out now. And if this is the picture they go with, though, take a look at this picture. It's like, so I'm doing this research, and it's like Tom DeLonge doing the whole, not just the devil horns, but like the devil horns on top of the devil horns, like a double devil horn picture. It was from like 2015. Now, why Billboard magazine decided to go with that picture? I mean, it was the Pentagon that released the information. We get it. There's a secret society. We get it. All right, enough already. Oh my goodness. So much interesting information coming to us all from space. Hey, did you know that there's like a gigantic asteroid that's supposed to pass us? The people were talking about it, and it was scary, and now it looks like the direction is looks like it's moving away. This asteroid, I think it's 1988. So that's when it was discovered. It's coming like 3 million miles or something. It's not supposed to be an issue, but the thing's huge. Pictures of it everywhere. I think they found something like 19 more interstellar asteroids. Remember Oumuamua? We talked about Oumuamua a couple years ago, right? The Scout. The first one traveling from afar, and I had said there's going to be more to come, and it wasn't much longer before we heard about Borisov, which is acting very different than any other comet they've ever seen. It's like releasing 26% more carbon dioxide than anything else. And it's like, of course, the picture is like, what has it got, a muffler? A big muffler? What is it, a big spaceship with a big muffler on the back with all the carbon shooting out of the back? I don't understand what it is. Take a picture. It probably has like the old Volkswagen logo. The one that wasn't separated before the change. Now I'm making light. It is funny. The Pentagon releases this information, and it's like, okay. Because they did such a good job. They did such a good job getting everybody ready. And we're ready. So, but see, here's the thing that I think a lot of people are missing. if the Pentagon's releasing this information, and it's not just from pressure, because some people are saying that it's from pressure from like Harry Reid. Let me read this to you. He's a senator. He works closely with DeLonge's group. I'm glad the Pentagon is finally releasing this footage, but it only scratches the surface of research and materials available. Reid tweeted on Monday, the U.S. needs to take a serious... I don't know why I'm using that voice, but I feel like that would be a lot more fun to read it that way. Let's try it again.
The U.S. needs to take a serious scientific look at this.
All of a sudden, I became like a cartoon character. I don't know why that happens. It's probably because I'm a dad of 4. Any potential security implications, the American people deserve to be informed. The Navy released these 3 videos, okay? Now, this was released on Monday, okay? But it was, I mean, we've seen the footage. We just, basically what we've learned now, we've heard some more of the banter that goes on back and forth between the people that are capturing this for the first time. And they're probably excited about it because they locked on, you know, to this one craft that was moving so fast. So they must have been excited. So they call these unidentified aerial phenomenon, as opposed to unidentified flying objects. I don't know. Why do we got to change it? Why do we got to change it to from UFO to UAP? UP. After a thorough review, the Department of Defense has determined that the authorized release of these unclassified videos does not reveal any sensitive capabilities or systems, doesn't impinge on any subsequent investigations of military airspace incursions by unidentified aerial phenomenon. Pentagon spokesman Sue Goh says to Washington Examiner in a statement as to why these clips are finally seeing the light of day. Because if you remember correctly, when I did my video, I think it was called, like I said, 2020 the finale begins, where I had like the picture of the aliens on the thumbnail, right, to lure everybody in. Don't judge the fisherman by the bait. I was sharing information about how back then the Navy was saying that we can't release. It would be damaging to the Defense Department, and it would be a national security crisis if we released the information. And then here they released the information. Why? I don't know. Maybe I'm not saying that it's the case, but yeah, maybe something's coming our way, right? I mean, we got all these interstellar visitors from Muamua to Borisov. Like I said, Borisov's acting very weird. They don't quite understand it. Muamua was traveling. They didn't understand how it traveled. It wasn't a comet. See, like the Borisov's a comet. So they kind of get that. And they have the SWIFT mission from, the Never a Straight Answer agency. The agency that is from the word that means to deceive. I'm not saying that they're deceptive, but there's some freaky beginnings and freaky start to that. They got a whole show called Strange Angel. Check it out. And that's just the beginning of it. But the bottom line is the SWIFT mission has been calculating how much water Borisov is losing. Comet Atlas, right, broke it off to a bunch of little pieces. What if it's invasion time? I'm just saying. That would be like, I think people would be like, all right, what else? What else? Everybody's ready. There was a bunch of tweets on Twitter about that too. It's kind of like, oh, we get it. A lot of people had said at the beginning of the year, they're like, yeah, 2020 is off to a terrible start. Now, like, the UFOs are here, and it's kind of like, this is like a motion picture, right? The finale has begun. I'm excited. So the fact that they released this information, I mean, suspect, because now if aliens come, right, and I'm not saying they're real, I'm not saying I believe in them, they could be devils or demons, they could be fallen angels, they could be interdimensional beings, they could be whatever you want them to be. I don't care, whatever you want to call them, okay? But if they, come now, the government can be like, well, we told you, we told you so. Which made me question. I was thinking, like, if they're releasing the video now, if they're releasing it and they're kind of acknowledging it now, is it possible that maybe all it is all tied together? A lot of people got their eye on space. A lot of weird things going on. NASA's about to, with its DART mission, I believe the OSIRIS-REx mission is about to try to, they're working on knocking an asteroid to see if they can knock it off course. They're trying to get the sample material from that huge, gigantic asteroid Bennu. All Egyptian, of course, Osiris and Bennu, all these weird Egyptian gods. We're in Egypt, right? Plagues of Egypt are upon us. Anyway, I had to come on here as just a little sidebar, just to say, I did say, right? I said, we're going to hear more and more about this. It's going to happen. Whether some people believe, just so you know, there's some people that believe out there, and there's possibility, right? That all these little Starlinks, this little Elon Musk's has all these things out that they're setting it up for this thing called Project Bluebeam, which is where they do holograms. Now, I know that this is actually based on, not just science fiction, but science fact. And I know it's been tested, and there's been a lot of weird things that we've seen that could be part of this. So a lot of people think that they're going to stage an alien invasion. I think that that's strange, because they didn't really need to do that to get everybody in the house. They didn't have to do that. I mean, that's kind of extreme. But, maybe. Who knows, right? Maybe fake alien invasion. Maybe that's the next thing. I'll tell you one thing, though. So you got to be suspect. They come and all of a sudden one of them say, hey, look, I'm Jesus. I'm just saying, that would be, what are you going to do then? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be like, remember that thing that you supposedly wrote in scripture where it says, if anybody says I'm there, don't go to him? I'm not going. All right, I'm not believing it. I'm not believing in any of that nonsense. I love each and every one of you. I got a bigger show that I'm working on right now. I can't wait to get it out to you. It's going to be a good one. And but I needed to. I had to talk to you all about this, right? From the signals from space to the interstellar visitors that are breaking apart one after the other. All of this strange stuff happening now. Why? Because life is so incredible, okay? And we're all in on it together. And the best part is, we can't lose. We can't. It's impossible. God's for us, nothing can be against us. So I hope that you seek the truth no matter what the cost today. Maybe say your prayers. Maybe be a little more loving to your family. Maybe a little more forgiving. Maybe live a little bit better, okay? Before the aliens come knocking at your door. Just saying. I love each and every one of you. I hope you do subscribe, share it around, tell your friends, and have the best day ever. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching Jacob Israel. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and share this channel around. If these shows have helped you, help Jacob to reach more any way you can, and have the best day ever.